This season on Oya Pitch.
Seeking 20 million naira in exchange for 10% of my business.
Has anyone used a dispatch rider in Lagos before?
I'm going to offer 5 for 20%.
It sounds good, but it's not a good decision in my own aspect. I mean,
what do you mean it's not a good decision?
It's not a good decision. I would love to give you an offer, but I haven't seen the experience. I'm the only one that's giving you an offer. Tobi gave you an offer, but that offer doesn't really make sense.
I gave a proper offer.
That offer is not making sense to me.
What it makes sense or not is left to him to decide.
It looks like we're running at a loss, but it does not look like it is actually not that.
Are you running at a loss or you're not running at a loss?
So it's taking you 4 years to rectify this issue.
It isn't much of an issue.
Let's pop it in Big TY. Check us out at Oya Pitch on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and follow us.
Hi guys, it's Joy here and I'm so excited to tell you something that we've been working on. We've got a new show coming out called Oya Pitch and I'm here with my lovely co-host. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Toye and I'm in the hospitality sector. And we are just here to make all your dreams come true by the grace of God.
My name is Tobi. I'm in the energy space, and obviously Oya Pitch is for the young dreamers and the entrepreneurs who want their businesses to scale.
Well, I must say entrepreneurship is never going to be easy. It's never something that you're going to be able to it's not a hump that you can climb over in one day.
When I started my journey, there was a lot of discipline. And I think nowadays, entrepreneurs are missing discipline. It's more of a trend to be an entrepreneur. You go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, and everyone's an entrepreneur. You sell a hairpin and you're an entrepreneur. But it's more than that. It's learning the right business terms. It's learning the trends in the market. It's learning how to be responsible with money.
For me, I started in the oil and gas space, and obviously it wasn't all good at the start. I think consistency is very key. And another very important thing is your mindset, right? Your mindset has to be right. You need to have that vision plugged in.
It's a long journey, it's not a sprint. So it's something that you have to put your mind to it. You have to be focused. You have to be dedicated. You have to give it your all. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you can't do it the next day, but you have to just be able to push through no matter what.
If you look at it in hindsight, being an entrepreneur is harder than having a 9-to-5 job because your brain doesn't switch off. It's constantly going.
So I would just say that for entrepreneurs, they should just look forward to giving it their all and making sure that they come out on top. I don't know if that makes sense.
So what I would say to anyone, based on what I've learned in my journey, is that you have to be disciplined to be an entrepreneur. You have to be disciplined with your time, you have to be disciplined with your emotions, and you have to be disciplined with your money.
So for entrepreneurs that would like to be like me or bigger, I will say consistency is key. You must stay consistent in whatever you're doing. You must give it your all. You must never really go backwards. You have to always go forward and make sure that you're always topping up whatever you did yesterday. You must keep going better day after day.
So get ready, guys. Grab your popcorn, tune in, because we're coming to a screen near you. See you soon.
So far this season, there's been a couple of yeses, a couple of no's, but a whole lot of amazing ideas that continues to grow. And while this is the final episode of season 1, this isn't the end. For now,
Welcome, geniuses. Now, I'm so proud that you have made it to this stage. You guys are not just dreamers, you guys are doers, and you are ready to take on the world. But first of all, I want to say big shout out to everybody watching from every quarter of the world. Please, thank you so much for joining us in this life-changing event. It promises to be fun, I promise. But right now, I'd like you to know that we have the team behind Oya Pitch that deserves some accolades. Please, a round of applause for them, guys. Big shout out to the investors. Thank you for taking a chance on us. I mean, we will not be here if you don't want to hear us, but it's good to know that we have people who see us and want to invest in us. Well done. T, how you doing?
I'm good, brother.
What industry are you in?
My industry is the event technology industry. Yeah.
So what problem are you trying to solve?
So I'm basically trying to, solve the problem of event ticketing and management in Africa, but like I'll be using Nigeria as a starting point. And my major selling point and like my major, the major thing I'll be touching is basically access to funds when they are needed the most. Basically.
Oh, that's so incredible. Sounds good.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this though?
3 months, within 3 months.
3 months. So which of the judges would you prefer to fund this project?
To be very honest, I'm keeping my mind open.
Okay.
I'm keeping my mind open. All of them are amazing judges.
Of course. Of course.
So whoever, I'm not going to select a particular person. I'm just going to keep my mind open.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Oya.
Hello, how are you doing? Can you kindly introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Tobi, and I'm the CEO and founder of Popout Tickets.
Okay. So can you tell us more about Popout Tickets?
Yes, sure. So Popout Tickets is an event ticketing and management platform that enables event organizers to create, manage, sell, track, and monitor their ticket sales efficiently and seamlessly. With a flexible payout structure and flexible withdrawal policies, Popout Tickets allows for withdrawal on demand. That means event organizers can request for their funds from ticketing at any time, as compared to other competitors that have rigid or delayed payout structures. Some ticketing platforms, I don't want to mention their name here, but they only pay out at a particular day. For example, Tix Africa.
Friday. You called the name, but you didn't want to call the name, but you called the last guy. I love that.
Yeah, Tix Africa just pays out on Fridays. So if you are banking on your ticketing money to run some stuff for your events between Monday to Thursday, you're practically doomed because you're getting your money on Friday. That's what Popout is solving. So let's tap into Nigeria's young and vibrant event ecosystem using our ticketing platform as a tool. The numbers don't lie. 73% of Nigerians between 18 to 35 attend live events regularly. That's a fact. Everybody wants to party. Everybody wants to go to, even the day, everybody wants to go to Amapiano District. Normal. 12% of event tickets are sold through online platforms. Imagine, everybody has a phone, but still 12% of event tickets are sold through online platforms. That is 88% of untapped market. 88% of people still doing, send me a DM to reserve your ticket, send me WhatsApp. Are you replying 1,000 DMs? 92% of Gen Z Nigerians access events or info due to phone. So 92%, but 12% have access to digital. Now, consumers trust platforms with transparent pricing. Okay, yeah, I'll say this because event ticketing, when I was about to enter this space, I've been in the pop culture ecosystem for quite some time. But when I wanted to enter event ticketing, I did my research and I saw there was something called hidden charges. I was like, hidden charges? So you mean I will buy something and there'll be a fee you attach without a cause? It's just a hidden charge. Now, so what Popout Tickets offers, attendees can find events, buy tickets in minutes. We have a catchy user interface that keeps attendees glued, and we have an FAQ section that answers all our questions. Every question you have, the FAQ section answers. For event organizers, you have a full event dashboard, swift payouts. That's a strong selling point. You can withdraw at any time, as compared to the one day, this and that. QR code check-ins. Each attendee gets a QR code, whether it's a paid or a free event. You have a QR code. Once that QR code is scanned, it becomes invalid. So this, it stops using one ticket for multiple entries. The moment you scan one ticket, if I give it to another person, it becomes invalid. You can't use that ticket anymore. We paid over 12 million naira to over 80 event organizers. So there are still some event organizers that, they've not withdrawn their funds. Their funds are still with us. So yeah, we've sold over 6,000 tickets as well. 6K tickets within 3 months. We have generated a revenue, that's revenue of over 700,000 naira. That's for us because we charge a fee of 5%, just 5%, as compared to Tix Africa again, they charge 8%. We are currently reviewing a partnership with the radio station Base 101.1 FM to offer free radio promotions to selected events on Popout Tickets. So right now, the MOU they sent me, they just basically want to offer free, radio hype, radio jingles, radio whatever to events on Popout Tickets, for selected events on Popout Tickets for free. Just, that's a partnership we're having with them. Okay, so how do we plan on dominating the industry? Partner with nightlife, music bands, church programs, high school proms, university, run campaigns. Okay, yeah, one campaign we also want to run is the Refer and Earn campaign. So one thing about me is I'm in the event ecosystem, I'm an event organizer, and every event on Popout Tickets so far has just been me. Like getting all the events. I've not even had any external support in any form, so it's just been me. So if we introduce this Refer and Earn contest, imagine first runner-up gets 1 million naira, second 750k, third 500k. We're seeking funding to improve platform features, scale growth across Nigeria, eventually Africa, expand the team to improve productivity, build strategic partnerships, and brand trust. So here's the thing, we're seeking 50 million naira for a 5% equity.
Every question on your own. We don't have any questions. I feel like we don't have any questions to ask you. You already answered everything very well. You have a question? Okay,
So
go ahead.
You said you've done this on your own, right?
Yeah.
Are you the sole owner or you have partners?
So,
Oh, okay, so you said you've done like 10.5 million in ticket sales in 3 months.
yeah, so 17.5.
So how much have you guys generated? How many years have you been in operation?
3 months.
How much?
3 months.
So you guys just started
Yeah,
3
we
months,
started
nothing more than
first
that?
week, yeah.
So in 3 months you've done 3.5 million in ticket sales. And what has been your profit?
700,000 naira.
700,000 naira in 3 months.
Yeah.
So what your plan for the 50 million is to scale, what were your reasons again?
Yes, I said improve our app. We need to develop an app. Yeah, we need to develop an app. We need to improve.
You don't have an app, you want to develop
It's just a
one?
website. It's just a website for now. So we want to make it an app that can be downloaded in App Store, Play Store. And we need to, improve our marketing because some events need sponsorship to use your ticketing platform. Yeah, you have to sponsor them. Yeah, why are they using your ticketing platform? So yeah, we need to get that too. We need to, scale into Africa, not just Nigeria. So yeah.
This is a business that's very, very new.
Yeah.
Still in the baby stage,
Yeah.
right? Very, very early stages. And you have amazing plans, but the plans are quick and fast. So why not allow the platform to grow for another 12 months, like a year, to get a full picture of how the business is doing before you come and ask for anybody to invest. Personally, if I'm just starting a business, I'm gonna want buying power as a business owner. When I'm going to meet an investor, I'm gonna be able to want to boast that this is what I've done on a 12-month track. 3 months is a little bit premature for you to come and say, I need 50 million naira for a business I just started 90 days ago.
Okay, so my answer to that question is, in 2023, I started something like an event ticketing platform, but it flopped. So I took my time, studied the business. I told you I've been in the ecosystem for quite some time. I'm into sales marketing, doing other stuff. But I took my time. Okay, why did it flop? What happened? What were the things I did wrong? What can I do better? And then I came back 2025. And yeah, so that's what I feel like. And I said this was my first funding opportunity, so I felt like, okay, why not just take it?
No, it's fantastic that you're pitching in. It's fantastic. But even if you go to a bank to ask for a loan, they will ask to see your statement or your credentials for the last 1 year at least. Because that would give any investor a clear picture of the financials, where the business is, where it's going, if it's got potential. I think this is a bit too early. It's great that you're putting yourself out there and you're trying to get seen and you're getting people to hear about you. But I think maybe in another 12 months, come back and see, okay, this is what I've been able to do. This is how I've been able to scale up and take it from there. So for that reason, very early on for me, I'm gonna say I'm out.
All right. I think you have a fantastic idea. I see the potential, but just like my colleague here, my co-host, I think that just having run a business for 3 months is too short for me to make a decision, right? I would really love to see where this goes, and hopefully, and I have a very good belief that this would obviously be, very, very successful in the future, right? But it's just too early on for me to make a decision, right? And obviously for that reason, I'll say this won't pass me over, so I can't get involved right now. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm going to follow the bandwagon. I love everything you've said today. You gave a very good pitch, very well detailed. Everything, you didn't even give me any chance to ask any questions because you already answered everything before we could ask anything. So just because of what they said, honestly, as well, it's too early. So I think for that reason also, I'm also going to be out. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
But don't be discouraged. It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
I think one other person also pitched the same thing today as well with the tickets.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great idea. And then you are also, I wouldn't want to throw him under the bus, but you're also more organized than him, and he's been in the game longer than you. So I do think that you will do better. So I do think it's a good idea to come back later, like my co-host Joy said. maybe after a year, you should come back and then let's see what you've done with that. Okay. And then we'll be more confident to back you after a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great job, though.
Great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Have a great day.
Tobi, how you doing?
I'm good.
How was your pitch?
Yeah, it was okay.
And how was the feedback from the judges?
Yeah, so my business is just starting, so they told me, I should give it a little more time.
Yeah.
And come back, and I think I see where they're coming from.
Of course.
They're coming from points of investors. And basically I'm coming.
If you had 1 more minute with the judges, what would you tell them?
Thank you.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best. Have a beautiful time. Thank you so much.
What's poppin' is Big TY. Check us out on Oya Pitch on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and follow us.
If I don't remember anything in this life, I will never forget that you are a proud and passionate farmer.
Yes, I am a real farmer at that.
I love your energy.
Yes, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Tobi Odunton.
So what problem are you trying to solve?
I actually solve a food problem and a malnutrition problem through cultivation of agric products and processing of those products as well.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been in the agri space for about 13 years.
Wow.
13 years now, yeah.
Between the judges, which one of them would you prefer to fund your project tonight?
Sorry.
Take your time.
Okay. I'm actually looking at TY. Yeah, so I think he might have a thing for agriculture and he might actually understand, the agric dynamics more than,
the others.
Another person.
Of course. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Oya.
This guy is serious.
You came to the wrong place.
This guy came to white.
That's what yes. Look.
Good day, August.
Good day. How are you?
I'm doing so well.
Fantastic. Can you give us your name and tell us about your business?
My name is Tobi Odunton, and I'm the founder of Survival Agricultural Hub Limited, a company which is established to address food security in Africa through cultivation, production, cultivation of crops, rearing of animals, and processing and packaging of food products. And at the moment as well, we are also diving into the world of tourism, which in other words, agro-tourism. That is what we do majorly in Survival Agricultural Hub Limited. Our best-selling product is what we call Point of Lay. Point of Lay is actually a product, is a bird that we produce and sell to fellow poultry farmers. They're like chicks, we buy them as chicks, day-old chicks, we raise them to a certain stage and we sell them to people who want farm as well. So as we are serving farmers, fellow farmers, we are also serving consumers. And we have a B2B model of business which helps us to handle other businesses like a restaurant, hotel, and the likes of them. And we also have a B2C model of business which allows people to come into our store, to buy our products in units, and which that helps us to increase our revenue as well. And on an average daily, in our poultry section, we produce about 267 crates of eggs in a day, and a crate of egg is sold for 4,700. So averagely in a day, we make about 1,230,000 naira, 230,000 in a day as revenue on egg production. And averagely in a day, we make a profit of about 410,000 naira, on egg production. And on our POL unit, we operate our POL unit at 25,000 bed capacity. And averagely in a month on that, on each bed, we make an average of 1,200 naira profit on each bed. And averagely in a month, we make about 13 million naira on that. So averagely in a month, in our entire operation, we make a profit of about 25 million naira in a month, and a total revenue of about 150 million naira. I'm actually here today to seek funding of 300 million naira for a 10% equity in our business, which is valued at over 1.2 billion naira, today. And our annual revenue for the company is about 1.4 billion naira. Okay, my biggest challenge so far is actually scaling and recruitment. Is very hard, to hire, talents in this country based on the industry in which I operate in. It's an industry where majority of individuals, especially the youth, are not interested, even though many of them go to school to study agriculture. But coming out of school, they are not interested in being on the field. So it was actually difficult and challenging to get competent hands on board. But I was able to overcome the challenge through strategic partnership with some agricultural institution, and that actually helped in the recruitment part. And also on the scaling part, it was actually difficult for us to get funding, because a lot of people do not, back then when I started, a lot of people did not believe so much in agriculture. They didn't see it as a viable business where they can put their money. So even in the bank, it was quite difficult to convince them, to give us the fund, to go into the agri-business. And it took a while, and we were able to talk to many of them and convince them over time that this industry is viable. And at the end of the day, some of them yielded to our plea.
So you're looking for 300 million and what do you want to give for that?
We're giving 10% equity.
10% equity. Okay, let me write that down.
Yes.
Okay. So my major question is, why do you need this money?
Okay, majorly, the money is needed to expand our production. Because like I said earlier, we produce 267 crates of egg, which is very low for even one customer, because we have customers who come to buy in bulk. So we have an ever-growing demand every day on this major product. And also our fish we have a capacity to accommodate about 70,000 fish. And because of our plan of going into agro-tourism, tourism majorly, we also need to expand our production to help meet the demands from tourists who are expected to visit our facility.
Okay. I've heard everything, but it sounds like you're doing exceptionally well.
Thank you very much, sir.
And I think want to say that I'm proud of you because of what you're able to do. I know how hard it is to do business in Nigeria, the terrain, and what I've been able to see on the screen, we're all talking about it looks like you have thoroughbred horses, you have fishes, you have chickens, you have hens, you have turkeys.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you're doing very, very well.
Thank you very much.
So, I understand why you need the money, but at the same time, I don't really understand why you need the money. Because as a business owner, I know how I grow my business stage by stage by stage by stage. So I'm wondering, I don't want to say that you're growing too fast, but you've already grown to a certain extent. So I still don't really, it's not connecting to me.
Oh, okay.
Why you really, I understand you said you wanted to use it to scale, but at the same time, based on what I've seen and the numbers that you've called, I personally wouldn't need a loan. So what's going on inside? Is it management of funds? Are you the only owner of the business? Are there several owners? What's the dynamics in your business?
Okay, I'm not the only owner of the business, but I own the largest share of the business.
Can you tell us how many, what's the equity?
What's your share?
What's your share equity?
At the moment, I have 80% of the business.
80%?
Yeah, 80% of the business. Which has been, so majorly, the business has been grown through personal funding for the last 13 years and is actually draining, due to the current inflation in the country.
Okay.
So we need funds to actually help to sustain the capacity we have and also to meet the ever-demanding market. So a part of our fund, of our operational fund, has been going into the tourism aspect. And for us to remain in business, we have to seek external funding. And at the moment as well, because we are also growing, we actually need more, we need people who are actually interested in the business to also come on board to help us to scale. In order to maintain those new aspects of operations that we're trying to go into.
Okay.
So that's it basically.
Okay, very good. I'll pass it on to my other judges if they have any questions.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to say I'm extremely proud of you.
Thank you very much.
I know it's like, as Toye said, it's not easy to start a business in Nigeria, and to watch and witness what you've been able to build in 13 years is, I've been in Nigeria for 13 years. So I know what the valuation of the currency has done in that 13 years. And to build it to the scale that you have built it to, well done to you, first of all.
Thank you very much. For
like you said, you want people that are going to come on board and have interest in this business and what you do. I'm interested, but I'm not intrigued. So I don't know if I particularly would be the best person to, offer any value or to invest. And I know it might sound like a little bit of an early bailout, but I like to cut my coat, like my mother says, according to my material. So for me, on this occasion, respectfully, this one passed me.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
All right, so for me, I have a couple of questions, right?
Oh, okay.
You said you're doing poultry, fishing, maize, livestock.
Yeah.
First of all, I think, where's your farm currently located?
Okay, we're located in Ibadan, Lagiri local government.
What's the size of the land space?
Land space, 42 acres.
42 acres?
Yes.
Wow. And your business currently owns that?
Yes, he owns the land, the property, everything. Machineries, we own it, tractors, we have it.
Are you currently in debt?
Debt?
Yeah.
At the moment, we have debts of less than 50 million.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, I think it's about 47 million.
Is that personal loans or from large corporations?
No, it's actually for business operations.
No, so what I'm saying is...
Like it's from a bank or like just like a...
No, it's from a bank.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from a bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to keep it very simple. All right, so I'm happy to collaborate with you.
Thank you very much,
I'll be honest
sir.
with you, I don't have 300 million. But I can work out a milestone-based funding plus equity.
Okay.
Right? And what that means is I'll commit to a certain amount over a period of time based on the business performance, right?
Okay.
So I'll offer 50.
Okay.
50 million at a 20% interest rate.
20%
over an
interest.
18-month period.
Over how many months?
18.
18 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for a 19% equity in your business.
Wow. Well, that sounds
Do you want to think
good.
about it before you go back?
Because you still have
do you need a moment?
Well, I don't really think it's something I need to think about so much.
Okay.
I really appreciate that. The offer is nice, but sincerely yours is actually not good enough.
So what will be your counter?
Well, we can actually take up a loan. We can take up a loan without an equity. Yes.
So you're happy to do... I mean, if I'm going to get into this, I need equity, to be honest. I need equity, and I'm not going to do anything less than 19%.
Anything less than 19%. Wow.
So is that a yes or a no? Or, I mean,
well, possibly I would just possibly push it. If you can do 100 million for a 12% equity, we're willing to do that.
I'll do 17% equity. It's tough, right?
It's really tough.
Business.
Because it's really tough because let me say the equity part makes it quite tough, you know. Yeah. And
actually coming on, sincerely, I think just before you came in, we were even saying maybe you should be sitting on this table. I mean,
we all said it. You should definitely be having a chair over here for season 2.
We appreciate you coming on here. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to go any lower than what I've offered.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, that would be my offer to you.
Well, okay, let me hear from him. I think you.
Okay, well, for me, it's a very interesting business. I love the numbers. I love the sales. I love everything I've seen so far. I love the structure. I love everything that you're doing. But unfortunately, I've already invested in 2 agricultural businesses before you came on, so
wow.
That's the issue for me. So I won't be able to invest in this one because we'll make it 3, and I wouldn't give it my all based on that. I wish you came on sooner.
Okay.
You get by if I don't pay person and put you from the beginning of the. You understand?
But I don't know if there's a way we can actually collaborate because, like I said, we are into production.
Yes.
Of this, we farm it actually.
Yeah.
And we add value to it.
Okay.
We don't mind, other businesses coming to pick some of these products to market and put on the shelf.
If
and they
that's
have
the
the
case,
branding on it, we don't mind.
If that's the case, I buy a lot of eggs every day.
We don't mind.
I buy a lot of palm. Well, I don't know if we do palm oil, but
yeah, we do palm oil. All these are from our farm as well.
Yeah. If it's in regards to palm collaboration, we can talk about that one. Off camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not an issue. I don't think that shouldn't be an issue because I love what you are doing.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much.
So if it's to buy from you as a customer,
yeah,
absolutely.
we have more than enough restaurants to definitely do that. But as an investor right now, I will be out.
So I said 50 million milestone-based funding. So I'm not giving the entire 50 at once. I'm going to spread it over a period of time. And I'm asking for 19%.
Oh, 19% equity. Okay. Okay, let me speak with my partner and let me hear what my partner has to say. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I just spoke to my partner. Sincerely speaking, we appreciate the offer, the interest. You have a business, it means a whole lot. Like I said earlier, the fact that you even pick interest in the first place is a whole lot, But I'm sorry, it's not gonna fly.
That's fine.
That's all right.
That's fine.
That's all right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making our time.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, we'll try and pick this offline.
I believe you deserve a handshake.
Even though it wasn't doing
amazingly well. Well done.
Thank you so much.
So tell me, what's the name of the powder that you blowed to our judges? Because like everybody is talking about you.
Well, that grace. It's just God's
congratulations.
Grace. Thank you very much.
How was your pitch?
Yeah, it was wonderful. I was able to walk them through my business that I've been able to grow for the last 13 years.
Yeah.
And they were actually amazed with everything they had and they actually saw on display. I feel good. I feel heard. I mean, someone listened to my business, for the first time in a long time.
Wow.
Thank you.
And it's been a long time coming, 13 years in the game.
Yes. It's
incredible.
It is.
If you had one more minute to speak to the judges, what would you like to say to them?
I would just say thank you. Thank you for listening. I mean, thank you for listening. Thank you for acknowledging, my effort in actually building the business, this far, because they really, really cheered me up, and that was really, really fantastic.
Incredible. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Have an incredible time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi guys, Tobi here. I hope you enjoyed what you're watching so far. Make sure you join our YouTube page at Oya Pitch and like, subscribe, and share.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
How you doing? What's your name? Olisa, and yours?
Fawaz.
So, what industry are you guys in?
So we're in the ed startup, basically. Ed community-based startup. Yeah, so that's the industry we're in currently.
And then what solution are you preferring today?
Yeah, we're providing opportunities and also skills to young people out there from Africa.
From Africa?
Yes.
Incredible. So between the judges, which one of them would you prefer to fund your project?
Yeah, TY, it's quite easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So first of all, I would say I would like any of the judges, but I think TY has the platform and the audience for business-minded people. So he knows the market very well.
Wow. Yeah. That's such a brilliant answer.
Yeah.
I wish you guys all the best.
Man, we need it.
When I say Oya, you say pitch. Oya.
Hi guys, how you guys doing?
We're good, we're fine.
Can you introduce yourselves and tell us about your business?
My name is Fawaz.
And I'm Olisa. Yeah.
Yes. So who are we? Now, Red is a hybrid platform that is built to connect young adults or young youths to opportunities and skills.
Yeah, so the thing about Red, basically, honestly, is just that we bridge talent with access, right? So what this basically means is we have a lot of ambitious youths in Nigeria, and our job is basically to connect these people with access like paid gigs and networking opportunities. So when we noticed the market insight, what we actually saw is over 60% of people in Africa are actually below the age of 25. this actually gives us a lot of access to like scaling opportunities, and not just that, but we can actually transform Africa as a whole.
So how does Red work? We have our onboarding system. This is a process where we help to filter like the right fit for the community.
Yeah, so once we have onboarded the right people who are fit for the community, we then proceed in training and equipping them. So this is not just training them with skills, of course, but actually giving them resources and stuff that can actually help them along the way.
Yeah, and we also provide them with gigs and also collaborate with the members of the community.
Yep.
All right, so to give you a picture representation of our potential, this is Red Hangout.
Yeah, so the Red Hangout basically started about a year ago, right? And when it started, honestly, bad execution. We did not execute it properly. You know, the turnout was actually really low. But we've always believed in a lean startup way of running the business. So we iterated as time went on. And right now, the most recent one was executed very well in a place called Bridge by Obsidian and had a high turnout with great execution.
So Red Calls is a platform we built to help connect these young people to successful people worldwide.
Yeah, so I love Red Calls, to be honest. It's actually one of my favorite features. The reason why Red Calls is so profound to me is that, you know, when I was actually coming up, you know, in my own personal career, I've always wanted to talk to successful people like you guys here and people around the world too. And so at Red Calls, we connected people like someone like Chris Warwick here, who is a renowned filmmaker earning over $200,000 per month, with the actual Red members who are just getting started, plus other people, of course, that have been part of the Red Calls movement.
Alright, so how does our business model work? Well, we have what we call a community flywheel, and we also have a digital product ecosystem.
Yeah, so currently right now, we are really on the community flywheel. That is the core of the business of most communities in general, because it provides recurring revenue. But we are actually looking a lot at digital products once we use aggressive content marketing, because this can target people outside the community. You don't have to join to actually get or purchase a digital product. Now, we are in the pilot phase currently. We've just rounded up the pilot phase. So basically in startup language, as you all know, you create an MVP, and we've done the MVP, right? In doing an MVP, basically, we enrolled over 50 people. We generated over 3 million naira in our pilot phase. And then we actually had no funding, zero funding at all. So everything was just hardcore from the ground up, because as I said, we are so head first on first principles and then startup mechanism.
All right. So what's next for Red? Well, we just enrolled our first international members all around the world, starting from the Netherlands to India to Kenya and also Australia.
Yeah, so why we really did that is because we are going full on scaling. Before I just go further, I'll just say it's very important for people over here to have opportunities over there. So we connected them, and we really want to go full on scaling. That is really why we are here currently.
Okay, so you guys said you guys have generated how much? You generated 3 million so far?
Yeah.
And that's in how many months or how many years?
Yeah, that's just a year, actually.
In 1 year?
Yes.
So 3 million or 300 million?
No, just 3 million, because...
I heard 300 million earlier.
Oh, no, definitely not. No.
In your pilot phase?
Yeah, we're in our pilot
3
phase.
million.
Yeah.
So you guys have been open for 1 year?
Yes.
Okay, and how do you guys generate this 3 million?
Yeah.
Is it by subscription? So
yes, precisely. So yeah, so it's by subscriptions. We've not actually touched the digital product just yet.
So are these recurring subscriptions?
Yes,
Do you do it on a monthly basis?
Yes.
How much do you guys charge on a monthly basis for your services?
So each member actually pays 10,000 naira per month.
10,000 naira per month?
Yeah. Yes, so basically the monthly subscription, that is basically the base. We do plan in the future of actually creating tiers, because that will actually help multiply the revenue.
Creating what?
Tiers.
Tiers.
Yes, in the future, yes. Because that will actually multiply the revenue. But so far, base model, we have just 10,000 naira per month.
So how many subscribers do you have?
So though we've enrolled 50 people, 50 members, you know, we have 30 active members that actually happen like that, basically consistent every month.
So my question would be, what are your requirements for MVP?
For MVP, precisely. So with MVP, really, we are just looking at accessibility and also commitment, right? Which is really why we didn't go with bigger community platforms like Circle or Discord, because we really wanted a platform really that can be accessible to anyone, and we can actually use to test if this stuff is actually even worth it in the first place.
Okay. So how much are you asking for, and what's the...
Yes, so we're asking for 20 million for 20%.
So what do you want to use this 20 million to do?
The basics is just upgrading the platform. You know, Notion CRM, automation tools, just upgrading the platform in general, because my real goal personally is to make this the best product out there, because I am a student that, quite frankly, I do not like the school system. You know, I'm just being as honest as possible. I don't feel it's as efficient as it could be. right? So that's why I was starting a platform, I'm upgrading the platform. Then also, the main fuel or engine by which we want to use to scale Red is content. That is what people like me, young people in their 20s actually watch, right? So we want to try to scale with content and aggressively, which means 24/7 in a space with our equipment.
So a lot of that funding will go to your...
Yes, the funding will go to, Red, which is why we're here also too. And I don't know if I could say this, but also side note is, which is also why we are really interested in you guys, especially even Mr. TY right here, because I watch his content too, you know, and I see that a lot of business people also watch it. So, you know,
Tobi, they are whining you here.
Yeah,
no one here.
Just be, you know.
Sweeten him out, sweeten him out.
No.
I'm not a tech person.
Yeah.
You're speaking
tech
a lot
language.
of tech languages.
Yes, I know.
And it's literally flying over my head like an aeroplane, right?
Yes,
but
precisely.
I want to say that I'm extremely proud of the two of you.
I'm so
you
grateful
know,
for
when
that,
you
yeah.
have the notion of, I think a while back they said Nigerian youths are lazy or whatever.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely dispelling that conception.
Yes.
But because I'm not a tech girl, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know what I don't know. So
Precisely.
for me, personally, this one passed me.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna make a quick offer, and that would be a milestone-based funding, right?
Okay.
Over a 18-month period, and this is just supposed to go to your marketing and content creation and all of that. And my proposal would be, how much are you guys going to bring in?
20 million for 10%.
So I'm going to offer you 10 million for a 30% equity.
Okay, fine.
Okay, for me, I'm going to side with Joy on this one. I'm not a tech-based person, but I will say I'm extremely proud of you guys, and I love what you guys are doing. I can't say that I don't fully understand what the platform is all about, but at the same time, I don't fully understand what it's about, but I also believe in what it's about, not because of the platform, but because of you guys. Yeah. I love what you guys are doing. I love your energy. I love your passion. I love your drive. So I won't invest, but I will personally give you guys something on the side. So I'll give you guys 2 million naira. Wow. Just nothing, no strings attached. I'll just give it to you guys to just continue to grow your business. But I don't want to put my hands on anything that I won't be able to see through or that I don't understand. So I'm just going to give that to you guys for staying, because you guys can do so many other things. Yes. You can be street hustling, because you guys are doing tech.
So was that whining, did you guys plan it? Did you put something to butter him out?
No, I don't think they planned it.
You already said you watched his content.
Yeah, they watched his content.
But it's not about, even before you guys said you watch my content, what ETC, it's not about that. It's just that I love what you guys are doing, and I'm happy that you guys are going on the right path. Because I've gone on the wrong path before. So I'm happy to see when people are going on the right path and they're sticking to the right path. So that's going to be my commitment to your platform, to your initiative, to whatever you guys are doing, and just keep on. I believe in it, but I don't understand it, but we did behind you. So that's what I can do for you guys.
Do you know what? I want to add to that. I want to add to that, right? So I would add something on the side just to contribute to you guys and what you're doing. So I would add an additional 1 million from me, just for you guys, because I really do believe in empowering the youth. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think you're doing absolutely well, but that's just beside the point. We still have an offer on the table, so you know, go ahead and. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we like maybe think about it?
Yeah, sure. You have 2
You already have free money, so you don't even take it off Hadoki. You don't. You know, just go, just the guide. You understand? They continue the project. So go ahead and think about it. You can step outside and think about it for 2 minutes and come back.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Very good. Good news, though.
Yeah, so we'll decide to counter on that for 20%.
No, I'm going to stick to my 30.
Let's meet in the middle with 25 then.
30.
You have free money.
You already have free money anyway.
So it's not a loss, it's a win-win for you guys.
Is there any way we can change that a bit?
How
30%?
Tell me. That's my final offer. I mean, I'm not going lower than that.
Yeah, it's not really going to budge.
Okay. All right. You know what? I will say this. Right. I really want to work with you. So the reason is, when I actually applied for Oya Pitch, even though I applied through Mr. TY's TikTok, actually, you were a person that followed Red. You followed Red, and I saw you and all that. And there's something just very inspiring about someone seeing the potential in something that is basically a startup. And so for that reason, I feel like it will be stupid for me not to take your offer. So I think I'll take your offer.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice one. And we had it as well. We're proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good work. All right, nice one.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Well done. Keep up the good work. Well done.
All right.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
And how was your pitch?
I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I would say.
Sure?
It was really cool.
Yeah, they love it so much. Actually, I was actually taken aback by the level of affection they actually had for just the startup in general. You know, the mission. You know, so yeah, it's beautiful.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, like,
It's a beautiful thing.
When I listen to you, I'm
saying?
like, it's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But if you had one more minute with the judges, like if you had one more minute to tell them anything, what will it be?
I really appreciate the fact that they love and believe in what we are building, and that alone is actually a privilege, and I want to, acknowledge at this stage.
They are visionaries. That I would just say, because Red is a small startup and they saw the potential, and so they are visionaries. Yeah, so I'm the founder of Red.
Yeah, my name is Fawaz, and I'm a member of Red, and I've been part of Red since when it started, like majorly like the OG member, and Red has impacted so many youths, mine included.
Basically, what we are really trying to do is make youths, connected to opportunities in general, and also knowledge in a much better way than the school system does.
Providing opportunities and empowering youth is something that we are really passionate about, and this helps us to connect more with helping them find their way in life rather than doing things that are illegal or not necessarily the right thing for them to do.
And my Oya Pitch experience in general was really amazing.
It was quite cool, and I loved the judges, the support, and the love they had for us. It was quite interesting and unexpected, to be honest.
There you have it. The pitches are done. The decisions are in. Some left with a win, others with a lesson. But everyone is one step closer to their dreams. Now, it's been the honor of my life hosting this remarkable show, Oya